On the road, where previous Hawaii teams have sputtered, these bows have soared. Tonight, they land in Fresno State's Salland Arena for what promises to be their toughest test yet.
This is University of Hawaii Rainbow Basketball on KFAN, the home team.
From Salland Arena in downtown Fresno, California, it's Western Athletic Conference basketball. Tonight's game between the visiting Rainbows of Hawaii and the host, Fresno State Bulldogs. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our coverage of University of Hawaii Rainbow basketball. The Rainbows have been on the road for a long, long time, and the Rainbows now going home tomorrow after an 11-day sojourn in the WAC. They have done what no other Rainbow team has been able to do, win 3 in a row on the road. Tonight, they are being asked to win 4 on the road. I'm Jim Leahy. Working with me again tonight is Artie Wilson. And Artie, that's a tall order because of the kind of being on the road and that kind of atmosphere. The Rainbows are asked to come up to gain strength one more time.
Well, Jim, it is a tough order, and it's a big challenge for this Rainbow Ball Club, but they've met every challenge thus far this year. They will come out with 2 victories on this trip, whether they win tonight or not, but I think they're ready to play tonight in this ball game.
One thing about Fresno, they have been dealt a real blow in that Terrence Roberson will not play tonight. He led the Western Athletic Conference in three-point shooting percentage. He was hitting 54%. He has a stress fracture in his foot, and he will not be in the lineup tonight. And the Rainbows, Micah Kroger has an injured wrist. How that will affect his play remains to be seen. Greg Miller will not play tonight. Greg Miller has an injured foot. And so you see that both of the lineups are affected. I think that Fresno State will go with a 3-guard lineup, but there are keys to this game.
Yes, there are keys to the ball game. And when you look at those keys for the University of Hawaii, they need the big man to stand tall. They really need Seth Sundberg to have a big ball game tonight, but he needs to have help inside against the big guys for Fresno State. The Rainbows also must have good defensive responsibilities. By that, I mean they've got to play strong man defense, and then when they switch to a zone, they have to cover out. They cannot afford to let Fresno State get out and knock down a lot of shots. For Fresno State, they want to control at guards. Dominic Young, Chris Herron are 2 key guards that can play out of control at times. They want to control the Rainbow guards, and they want to control their team, and they want to attack with numbers, Jim. Fresno State has the manpower. They will try and wear the Rainbows down and attack with a lot of players. Hopefully the Rainbows have enough left to get away with the victory tonight.
Did we mention this? Fresno State is undefeated on this floor. They are 9-0 this season. And this has been a very tough place in which to win for the University of Hawaii. The last time they came here, last year, they lost 84-80 in a very close game. When we come back, we'll introduce the starting lineups for you. Stay with us, everybody. Fresno State and Hawaii from downtown Fresno. Back at Salland Arena, let's take a look at the starting lineups. First, for the visiting University of Hawaii Rainbows, Micah Kroger and Eric Ambrosic will be at the forwards. Seth Sundberg, you'll have the spotlight on him tonight. He will be the center. And Alika Smith, who must shoot well if the Rainbows are to be successful at 1 guard. And the fabulous AC, Anthony Carter, will be at the other guard. For Fresno State, and they will go with 3 guards tonight, Damon Forney and Rashawn Smith will be the men on the inside, but Kendrick Brooks at 6'5", the senior, Dominic Young, who always had a great game against the Rainbows. In fact, last year, Young had 24 points on this floor in the victory over Hawaii. And Chris Herron, the heralded transfer from Boston College, will be the 3rd guard, 6'3", and a sophomore. We'll be back with the tip. Fresno State against Hawaii right after this. Officials for tonight's game: Jim Danner, Bob Staffen, and Oscar Pan. Bulldog has dropped in from the ceiling. Salland Arena, this basketball floor is built over a hockey rink. So our feet will no doubt be cold, huh, Artie?
They're cold already, buddy.
Taking a look at the Chevron Series record, Fresno State leads lifetime 6-3 in Fresno. Fresno leads 4-0. The Rainbows have never been able to win on this floor. And the last meeting was at the Special Events Arena in Hawaii. And Hawaii simply blew by Fresno State, 21-point win at home. Selland Arena is almost the exact size as the Special Events Arena. Selland at 10,132 and the Special Events Arena at 10,225.
And Jim, Selland Arena has been a sellout 16 games in a row for Fresno State. The Rainbows, this team has done things other teams have not been able to do. Maybe this is the team that will come in here and get a victory.
Rainbows certainly hope so. Sundberg will tip it off against Rashawn Smith. Smith at 6'10", and Sundberg at 7'0". Rainbows against Fresno State. Rainbows 6-1 in the Pacific Division of the WAC, and Fresno State at 5-2. Fresno State has had a real up and down year. They went 4-0 at the start of the season, but they've seesawed since then. Ball is tipped to Ambrosic. Gives it to Carter. Down the middle to Ambrosic, up and in. Oh, Rainbows look good on that.
Oh, coming out off the tip with the score. Good job by the Rainbows.
Dominic Young, who has been more than a thorn in the side of the Rainbows. Aaron trying to put it up, ball knocked to the side. Smith trying to save, the two Smiths together. And the ball pawed out of bounds by Carter.
Jim, we saw Seth Sundberg stand tall right then on that play. Heron was driving. Sundberg came over, blocked him off, and Alika Smith had good help defense.
As soon as Fresno State took the floor tonight, they started popping the threes. One after the other. Dominic Young, Heron, of course, from Boston College. He can really shoot. Brooks. Young looking in. One thing that Fresno State has not had is a great inside game. There's Heron right away. Heron hitting. First three of the game and his 42nd of the season.
Well, all along I thought this would be a great ball game. Two guards playing against each other who can both battle.
Ambrosic deals it up, doesn't get it. Sundberg off his hand, goes to Dominic Young. 4-on-3. Young cannot penetrate. Back out to Heron, and he is fouled by Sundberg. That brings Riley Wallace up off the bench.
And Jim, that wasn't a good call. Seth Sundberg got the ball. The official was trailing the play. He couldn't even see the play.
So Heron will be at the line, and they will give him 3 shots.
Well, the toughest part of that play is that he was behind the play.
Speaking of the official.
Yeah. The official was behind the play. He couldn't really see. He was trailing the play. Tough call.
Heron, second shot, no. Fresno State leading in the early going, 4-2. Heron trying to give the Bulldogs a 3-point lead. He does. Rainbows bring it back. Here's Carter ahead to Smith. Kroger looking down the baseline as the Rainbows in their traveling green. And this crowd will get into it. Kroger to Sundberg, loses it. That's picked up by Rashawn Smith to the hoop.
Well, that was a big play by Smith.
Rainbows throw it away. Fresno State leading 7-2. Wallace right in front of us telling his team to gain control, to calm down. Don't try to force it. Well, Fresno State will play the ball in.
Hawaii does not have to panic, Jim.
Heron. (10-2). 8 points for Heron. And we haven't played 2 minutes yet. We played 1:40. Alika Smith is open. His shot doesn't go. Taken down by Kroger. Can't hold. Kroger gets it back from Young. And Carter looks inside. Rainbows may have the advantage inside with Ambrosic and Sundberg, but they've got to deliver. Here's Carter. Penetrates. The runner on the way. That's short. Ball comes off to Forney. Forney, who leads Fresno State in scoring, to Dominic Young. Shot is up and short by Kendrick Brooks.
And Fournier comes over the back of Eric Ambrosic. Ambrosic does a nice job of screening out. The Rainbows cannot panic, Jim. They must continue to execute, not get in a hurry, not turn the ball over. You expect the team at home to come out very strong in a ball game this big.
Carter for the Rainbows. Rainbows down 10-2. They need some hoops. Kroger, the Sundberg. Sundberg puts it up off the glass, gets it back, hook, no good. Sundberg, third time, yes.
Hey, big guy rising to the occasion, shooting tough shots and getting rebounds.
Young back in a hurry. They lead by 6. Heron, who has 8 points already in this game, penetrates on Alika Smith, deals back out. Shot is up and in. Three-pointer by Brooks.
And see, Jim, Micah Kroger cannot afford to get off of Brooks to try and help out on the drive because they kick it out for trays.
For Brooks, that's his 33rd tray of the season. Rainbows up. Bulldogs up, 13-4. Sundberg again, backing in. Puts that shot over Smith, not good. And Smith with the rebound. Rashawn Smith off to Dominic Young. Young penetrates. Fall away over Sundberg, not good. Sundberg with the rebound to Carter. 3-on-3. Carter in the middle, loses control. Heron brings it back. Heron in the middle, 3-on-1. Heron drives, and the ball goes off of Forney. Oh, Fresno State had the advantage that time.
A missed opportunity. Chris Heron tried to do something very special and spectacular. That's the kind of play that can turn around and haunt you.
So Carter will bring it back. Rainbows down by 9, 13-4. Early on in this game, Kroger is fouled on the outside by Brooks. So on Brooks, that's his first personal foul. Second team foul on Fresno State. And Kroger will play the ball in for the Rainbows. Boy, this crowd surrounds the court, and they are involved. Well, great home court advantage here. Carter, baseline drive, throws it up on the run. There was contact, no call. Ball comes off to Young on the outlet. Young goes cross court to Brooks, goes to the baseline, up and in. Rashawn Smith, 4 points for Smith.
Very good timeout. Good timeout, 22nd timeout called by Riley Wallace, Jim. A real good timeout. You've got to take a little of the air out of this basketball. Fresno State is starting to really throw knockout punches.
22nd timeout. Fresno State, by the way, 3 for 4 in three-point shots. And we mentioned as soon as they hit the floor tonight, those threes were flying in practice. There you see the three-point field goals. Rainbows have tried only one. That's from Alika Smith. So the Rainbows are down 15-4 in the early going. They have stumbled out of the blocks. And Fresno State playing without Terrence Roberson. They've really filled in the gap. And they right now are playing very, very well.
Well, Jim, the Hawaii's got to weather this early storm. This is a team on their home court. They've not lost the ball game. They're playing for a share of first place, and they want to execute.
Alika Smith, tough shot. Doesn't go. Ball comes off to the side. With it is Dominic Young. Young, smallest player on the floor as far as height is concerned. Look at this shot. That's not good. Taken down by Carter. AC will bring it back. Lead pass. Sundberg off his hands. Sundberg saves into Ambrosic. What a play by Seth Sundberg.
Hey, great job by Seth not quitting on the play.
Another interception by Carter. Took it away from Rashawn Smith. Carter brings it back. Slashes, puts it up and gets it.
AC makes it happen. Remember, one of the keys, Fresno State, their guards can get a little out of control.
Rainbows back. And it's 15-8, Fresno State. Still early on in this game. Heron goes to the hoop, misses it over Sundberg. Ambrosic with the rebound, goes to Carter. AC, long pass, Alika Smith behind his back, goes by Kroger, and the ball tumbles out of bounds. So the Rainbows give it up on the turnover. 15:01 left to play. We're in the first half. 15-8, Fresno State. Riley Wallace with his ball club, and they trail 15-8 with 15:01 left to play in the first half. Player from each team will be honored at the end of tonight's game for going beyond the call. GTE Hawaiian Tel will contribute to the General Scholarship Fund of the University of Hawaii. Artie, what Hawaii's got to do is seize control of the pace and tempo of this game. They have not been able to do so yet.
No, they haven't, Jim. But Fresno State came out and threw nothing but big shots at the Rainbows. They withstood the early attack. Now the Rainbows must settle down and just play good control basketball.
Dominic Young against Anthony Carter drops it off for Heron. Heron came out and really started to hit the threes. He has 8 points in this game so far.
Heron's a guy who likes to shoot the ball. He tries to work one-on-one often. He'll either shoot him in or shoot him out of ball games.
Brooks on the outside to Young. 8 seconds on the shot. There you see it. Young straight away. 3 on the way. That hits. Another three-pointer. 4 out of 5.
Well, that's unbelievable shooting. When you can shoot the ball from that range that good, it's going to be a tough night.
So Dominic Young, his first 3 points of this game, and it's 18-8. Rainbows trail by double digits. And Brozic to Alika Smith. His shot doesn't go, and the ball whacked out of bounds. Last touching it was Brooks of Fresno State. So McCullough will come into the game. McCullough has performed well when he has played against the Rainbows, and he will come in for Brooks.
And when Darnell McCullum comes in the ball game, he's a slasher. He's on the inside a little bit more than Brooks.
Smith into Ambrozic. Young on him. Throws it by Sundberg. With it is Heron. 2-on-2 to Dominic Young. He will slow it down on the outside.
That's just unforced turnovers, Jim. The Rainbows must take care of the basketball, value each and every possession.
Forney against Ambrozic. Cut off. Young again. Straight away. Won't go. Long rebound comes off. And the rebound taken by McCullough. He goes to the floor. He walks.
Well, they call travel here. Let's watch it. 1, 2. Well, he did travel, but he had help.
Carter for the Rainbows against Young on the outside. Anthony Carter leads the team in scoring into Sundberg. Sundberg spins to the hoop and gets it. Sundberg puts that up and in over Rashawn Smith. That is what Sundberg has to do all night long. Seth has 4 points at the present time.
Excuse me, Jim. Seth is playing very big inside. That was a left-handed shot he just took.
McCullough gets it to Dominic Young. Straight away. Forney gets the ball down low. McCullough can't shoot. Forney loses it. McCullough gets it back in the corner. Fresno State sets it up again. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Heron, he's free. Not good. Long rebound. Smith with it. Fresh 35 on the clock for Fresno State. Out to Forney. Rainbows continue to play defense. Heron goes around Alika Smith. Foul call on Smith. Got him with the body.
Well, Chris Heron did a job of hooking that time. Got away with the left hand. The official called a block on Alika Smith. If we see it again, you'll see. Watch the left arm hook around Alika here with the dribble. As soon as he does the spin, get the left arm around, hold him. Good offensive move, and he got the call.
First personal foul on Alika Smith. And fouls may be a part of this game. Kari Stanley has come into the game wide body. Post up down low. Young dishes out. Here's Heron again for a 3. Doesn't go. Put up by McCullough. No. Finally, Robinson, who has come into the game. Michael Robinson for the Rainbows with the rebound. Robinson in, replacing Ambrozic. With Kroger on the outside.
Danielle Macklin's in the ball game now. He's the guy who just got eligible. He is a tremendous rebounder. The Rainbows must do a great job against him on the floor.
Macklin won an appeals case in the NCAA. And Macklin, in only one game, that was against San Diego State on Thursday, had 10 rebounds in 19 minutes. Smith, good double pump in the lane, won't behave, will not drop. And the ball is taken down by Fresno State. Ahead to Heron. Heron spins by Kroger, puts it up off the glass, doesn't get it, foul call. And Heron will go to the line. Heron is nailed on a basketball court.
Watch the move now. He comes down, shakes. Does a little drop step and a spin move, gets a lot of slaps, and will get to the line for 2 shots.
Foul is called on Kroger. That is his first. So Heron, a transfer from Boston College, will be at the line. Aaron Curry has come in for Alika Smith for the Rainbows. So the Rainbows now with Curry and Carter in the backcourt. And they have Kroger Robinson, and Sundberg underneath.
And big challenge for Aaron Curry coming off the bench. He's got to come in ready to play. The guard play is critical in this ball game.
Aaron hits. Fresno State. Brooks will come into the game for Heron.
And now Curry is matched up against Brooks.
Rebounding, Fresno State has 9 rebounds and the Rainbows have 8. Fresno State, one of their weaknesses is that they do not rebound well. With Macklin in there, they expect to improve in that department. Sundberg out on the wing.
Talk about rebounding. Fresno State 6-0 when they out-rebound their opponents, and they're 7-8 when they don't.
Dominic Young ahead to Macklin, and Macklin is fouled by Carter.
Good attempt by A.C. Carter going after the basketball. He played it very smart in that he didn't go for an intentional foul. He tried to get the ball. He got the ball, also the left shoulder.
Foul on Carter. 4 team fouls now on the Rainbows. And at the line will be Macklin. Danielle Macklin from Louisville, Kentucky, went to Western Kentucky and then went to Sullivan College and went to another school and then laid out. And here he is at Fresno.
Well, he's been on the sightseeing tour of colleges.
Macklin already in this game, 2 rebounds. Second free throw on the way. That goes. And it is 20-10 in favor of Fresno State. They have dominated the Rainbows early, and the Rainbows have been unable to cut into this double-digit lead. Turnovers, Hawaii has turned the ball over 6 times, and Fresno State 3 times. And points off turnovers, Hawaii has 4 points off Fresno State turnovers. Fresno State has 9 points off the Hawaii turnovers. So all in all, Artie, not a good beginning for the Rainbows.
No, it's not, Jim, but it's the kind of beginning I was expecting from Fresno State. They were pointing to this ball game, very inspired. The whole community was behind it, and they've come out and thrown a couple good shots against the Rainbows. Hawaii has withstood the challenge early. Now they've got to just climb back in the ball game.
Carter double teamed off of Robinson. Another turnover for the Rainbows. Curry tries to save, goes in to the Fresno State bench.
A good move by Fresno State. Out of a timeout, come back with half-court pressure, trapping defense, costs a turnover. You see AC goes up, throws a pass. Robinson and Curry mishandle, and they say that Curry stepped out of bounds when he saved the ball.
Dominic Young into the attacking zone for Fresno State. McCullough gives it up on top to Brooks. Brooks into Stanley, turnaround, that's short, missed everything, air ball. Kroger will give it to Carter on the outlet. Rainbows looking to cut the deficit to 8 here, or perhaps 7 with a tray. Carter just over the midcourt line. Sundberg down at the low post along with Kroger on the baseline. Robinson rotates to the high post. Kroger has it. Rainbows need to move a little bit more. Now they come out into that 1-4 high offense. Carter trying to penetrate. Foul is called. It's going to be on Dominic Young on the dribble drive.
Dominic Young trying to guard AC Carter. Watch it now on the drive. AC goes strong left hand. Young is riding him quite a bit, and when he reaches in, he gets the foul.
Sundberg off the inbounds play. 6 points now for Seth. And it's 20-12. The Rainbows trail by 8. Fresno State, a team that really doesn't have a lot of discipline except when you see plays like that. Stanley, good bank shots over Sundberg. He has his first 2 of the game. And Carter glances over at a crouching Riley Wallace as he brings it into the front court. This is Curry, and the ball pawed at and the ball out of bounds. Brooks touched it last for Fresno State.
Well, Jim, the way the officials are calling the ball game, they're allowing a little holding. They're allowing a little body contact to occur. You've got to take advantage when you're on defense.
Rainbows in that 1-4 high offense. Carter trying to get the ball into Robinson, and a foul call. And notice how Hawaii now trying to control the tempo, trying to slow the game down.
Well, that's what the Rainbows must do. After being on the road for 11-12 ball games, or 11-12 days, it takes a lot out of you, but you want to take tempo away from Fresno State. When they're knocking down trays and the fans are getting into it, it's their ball game.
Curry tried to lob it into Carter, and that was just picked out of the air by McCullough.
Well, Carter met the big guy.
Brooks. Shot is up by Forney. Forney misses. Here comes Carter. 3-on-2 for the moment. Carter, right side. Curry goes to put it up. Rejected. Blocking foul call. Basket is good.
Nice fast break by the Rainbows. A.C. Carter throws a nice assist. Aaron Curry goes up, shoots the ball, and the block is called against Dominic Young.
The block call against Dominic Young, and the goaltending call against McCullough.
Right. Speaking of Dominic's, big guy, I'd like to wish happy birthday to my godson, Dominic Ratley. He turned 12 years old this week, and he's having a little party. Sorry I can't be there, Nick, but I hope you guys are partying hard and having a great time.
Curry at the line. Curry's shot misses. Stanley with the board clearing rebound. Good statement by Stanley down low. Heron to Brooks. Three-pointer on the way by Brooks. Air ball. Sundberg, long pass. Carter. Carter for the slam.
Great play by A.C. Carter. He challenged the three-point shot and kept running. Sundberg got him the pass.
4 points for Carter. Rainbows have cut the lead now to 6. And Heron will bring it into the attacking zone for Fresno State. This is Brooks on the wing. Rainbows playing better defense. And Fresno State not shooting over 60% the way they did before. McCullough tries a reverse layup. Taken out of the air by Curry. He brings it back. Curry penetrates. Tries to dig or dish it off, then gets it back. Carter. His shot goes. Oh! Circus shot. Little Barnum and Bailey.
Oh, yes. AC throws that shot up, does a nice fake against Heron. Now, all of a sudden, you see on this fake play here, Heron comes down on him, and AC strong enough, Jim, to complete the play.
Rainbows have cut. Remember that 10-point lead? Rainbows have cut it to 4. Carter completes the three-point play. And now the Rainbows have cut it to 3. 22nd timeout has been called by Fresno State. And the momentum now has swung over to the Hawaii side of the court. They trail by only 3. They have taken away the tempo, and now they're trying to reach out and snatch the momentum.
Well, remember what I was talking about earlier. When you're on your home court, you usually come out and throw big blows. Fresno State did that. The Rainbows didn't panic. It got a little shaky there for a moment, but Hawaii withstood that early barrage, and now the tempo is starting to be more like Hawaii wants to play it. A.C. Carter is becoming a factor and doing a nice job of running the offense. Also, the Rainbows have picked it up on defense, Jim. They've really got into it defensively and forced Fresno State into taking some tough shots.
Rainbows have no doubt quieted this crowd, this sellout crowd. 17th straight sellout. Hawaii on a 9-2 run in the last 3 minutes and 45 seconds of this first half. There you see the time, 8 minutes, 59 seconds left. Heron will bring it back for Fresno State. Heron gets it down low to Forney. Whistle blows.
He traveled. Yes, he traveled. Michael Robinson came against Forney. Forney tried to get a little hop step, and that's the play that Dan Schmidt, our director, was talking about before this ball game.
It happened. Carter walks it in to the front court for the Rainbows. Robinson at the high post. Robinson against Forney, takes him to the hoop, misses the layup. They fight for the rebound, still fighting for the rebound. The ball on the floor, and we will go to the arrow. Hell ball is called, and the arrow will go to Fresno State.
Hey, both teams battling hard on the boards. You like to see, as a coach, your players get to the floor and go after loose balls.
So Fresno State will play the ball in. Forney on the baseline for the Bulldogs. 8:31 left to play in the first half. 22-19. The Rainbows have come back. Dominic Young calling out the play.
Alika Smith back on the floor for the Rainbows. Curry did a nice job when he was in the ball game.
Heron takes Smith low to Stanley from the free throw line. Hit. Stanley averaging 4 points a game. He already has it here in the first half. So Carter will bring it back. He walked. Jim Tanner making that call. Danny Furlong has come into the game for Seth Sundberg. 24-19. Fresno State leading. Young will bring the ball in against the Rainbows. Stanley comes out to the high post against Furlong. Forney calls for it low, puts it up over Robinson, and gently drops it in. Good 8-footer by Forney. First 2 points of the game, and Forney leads Fresno State in scoring.
Yeah, Damon Forney is really their inside game. He is the guy who shoots the ball very, very well from the inside.
Alika Smith back out to Carter, 4-3. Yes, Anthony Carter, 4-3. AC with his 11th tray of the season. He now has 10 points. 26-22. Trey on the way by Heron. No good, but the long rebound comes off to Forney. His pass almost stolen away by Robinson. And Robinson called for the kick. Fresh 35 will be on the clock. Timeout has been called with 7:16 left in a very highly paced first half. Jerry Tarkanian may be only in his second year at Fresno State, but against Wyoming recently, he coached his 800th college game. And there you see him on the NCAA all-time lists. Second in 20 win seasons. He has 24 of them. Behind Dean Smith of North Carolina, who has 29. Family of Budweiser Beers is proud of all the friendships they've helped make. So when they remind you to know when to say when, it's all in the name of friendship. Young throws it by Forney. Turnover for Fresno State, and Hawaii will control. Playing the ball in for Hawaii is Micah Kroger. Carter tying up his shoes, and the Rainbows will restart it. Alika Smith has yet to answer the call tonight.
Well, Alika hasn't shown up on the floor real well yet.
Ball goes out of bounds, and Fresno State will have it.
Well,
Rainbows turn it right back.
Yeah, Jim, they turn it over. They get an advantage and then turn it over. Alika's got to come out and play now. He's guarding Chris Heron. Heron is starting to try and take over the ball game. Alika needs to get his D going and then knock down a three-point shot.
Carter steals the pass from Young. Hurries back with it. Goes all the way. Lays it up. Doesn't get it. Kroger can't hold. Comes off to Alika Smith. Rainbows have it. Fresh 35 on the clock, and they will start their offense. They trail by 4. They have trailed by as many as 10. Here's Smith. Needs it. Doesn't get it. It's short. Furlong can't hold. Comes off to Dominic Young. Carter back to cut him off. To Heron. Look out for the 3. He penetrates. His pass put it away by Kroger. Ahead to Carter against Young. Carter slam.
AC.
Young will not challenge it.
No, that was a smart move by Young, not challenging.
12 points now for Anthony Carter. 26-24. The Rainbows trail by only 2. Coming up on 6 minutes left to play in the first half. Heron to Young for 3. Had to hurry it. It bounces around, doesn't go. Robinson on the outlet to Carter. Rainbows can now tie it.
Well, Jim, that's the kind of play you want Fresno State to run. They're not working the ball. It's basically one against the world out there.
Carter, tough shot, won't go, missed everything. Robinson, clear for the putback.
And you know that's the same thing for Hawaii. Carter took one against the world, but the Rainbows were able to get the offensive boards, and Robinson put it back.
And we are tied at 26.
Fresno State, it looks like they just abandoned any thought of taking the ball inside. They need to work the inside and start inside out.
Young with it. To Heron. Heron with a very good outside shot against Smith. Deals it off. Here's Young. In and out. Ball won't go. Furlong with the rebound. And Alika brings it back. So the Rainbows set it up again. And remember, they now can take the lead. Kroger, bad pass. Comes off to Heron. Heron being chased by Kroger. Heron slam.
Well, Chris Heron just throws down the jam, and then he tries to stand over Micah Kroger. Got the fans excited, but he didn't fly in the air that well.
11 points now for Heron. Furlong to Kroger. Alika Smith on the wing. Smith to Carter. 4-3. Short. Long rebound, comes back to AC. Puts it up softly and hits it.
Now that's the warrior, the ultimate warrior on the floor for Hawaii. AC Carter doing everything he can to try and keep the Rainbows in this ball game.
Carter now has 14. We again are tied at 28. Heron on the outside. Around the perimeter to Forney, to Heron, straight away, hit.
Somebody's got to
14.
get in Chris Heron's face. Chris Heron's having too big of a ball game. He's the kind of guy you want to play against.
Heron from Fall River, Massachusetts. Heron 3 for 6. Here's Carter. Look at this shot. Carter answers back.
That's right. AC says back at you now. They got to step up and stop him. Chris Heron is the guy looking to get off. Alika Smith has got to rise to the occasion.
17 now for Carter. Heron dishes to Brooks, loses the ball. Alika Smith dives for it and gives it to Furlong.
A great job by the Rainbows.
And Smith will bring it back. We are tied at 31. Carter on the outside. Oh, great pass into Kroger. Blows the layup. And the ball is taken down by Brooks to Dominic Young.
Missed opportunity that time. Hawaii ran a nice play, but Michael Kroger just missed that lay-in.
Again, the ball stolen away. Robinson, restolen by Heron, saves the ball inside, and getting a hand on it was Furlong. To Robinson, to Alika Smith, dishes to Kroger, his shot. Oh, way off the mark. Foul call.
I think the foul is going to be on AC Carter over the top.
Second personal on Carter. He is playing his heart out for the Rainbows here in the first half with 2 minutes and 32 seconds left to play. Anthony Carter has certainly played a magnificent first half for the Rainbows. He has 17 points, and some of his shots have been more than superb. They have been just on the level that is not seen as far as the Selland Arena is concerned. He's thrown in some real circus shots, some soft shots, a couple of slams, and he's been there defensively too.
Well,
but it's all on his shoulders.
Yes,
right
it
now.
is, Jim. AC is the ultimate warrior on the floor for the Rainbows, but other guys must step up now and put the same effort that AC is putting on the floor, Jim. He has been the real guy that kept Hawaii in this ball game.
Rainbows were down by many early on. They've come back now to tie it many times. We are currently tied at 31. Here's Heron trying to penetrate. Carter almost steals. Carter chasing. They get it down low on the inside. Muscle by McCullough.
Strong move by McCullum down low. Rainbows almost got the steal. Instead, they gave up the points.
Here's Carter. Carter to Smith on the outside. Smith trying to penetrate. He puts it up and in. Smith, tough shot by Alika. So he may be breaking out of it now.
Well, it's a
He's had his trouble.
Big shot by Alika. I thought there may be a call, no call. Alika just completed the play.
Here's Heron. Oh, what a muscle move down the middle. Heron just challenging the Rainbow defense. He has 16, and he has played well for Fresno State.
And Heron has done a great job of taking Alika Smith around. A lot of picks. Alika's got to get there, Jim. He's a little slow on those picks.
Fresno State leading 35-33. Alika Smith on the wing against Heron. To Carter, straight away. Carter against Dominic Young. Carter tries to work off a pick by Furlong. It doesn't materialize. He deals it to Curry. Curry trying to penetrate, loses the ball. McCullough calls timeout as he floats out of bounds, and the timing was perfect. 22nd timeout for Fresno State with 1:07 left to play.
Well, you watch the strip here by McCollum. He goes up in the air, calls a timeout, but his foot's on the ground. I don't know why they gave him that timeout. He was not up in the air when he made that call. He was already standing out of bounds when he got the timeout. The officials are so accustomed now when guys do it to give them the timeout.
The correct call there was to
bounds.
grant him the timeout, but then the Rainbows get the ball.
You're right.
Because you can call a timeout anytime.
But it's Hawaii's ball. Hawaii needs to stand tall, Jim. Somebody on the Rainbows besides AC has got to come out and say, they want to battle real, real hard. Offensively, Hawaii is not running their good offenses yet. They're not into any type of motion, not any type of offensive sets. They are just playing one against the world.
Carter is playing with 2 personal fouls in the final seconds of this first half. Less than a minute to play. Heron with the ball, 10 feet from the 3 line.
Aaron Curry's doing a job down low against McCollum. He's outside.
Young back out to Heron. Heron from NBA range. Doesn't go, comes off to Carter. Rainbows with opportunities now. 37 seconds left. 35-33. And Brozic trying to deal it up after making contact. He is fouled by Rashawn Smith.
And look at the vision of A.C. Carter. Comes down the floor, throws a perfect pass to Eric Ambrosic. Catches the ball, gets that step, goes up, gets the contact, almost the shot to fall.
I said Smith. It was Macklin call for the foul. Macklin's second personal foul. And Eric Ambrosic will be at the line for the Rainbows. Carter will come out and sit down.
And I like the substitution, Jim. At this point in time, 34 seconds. You get A.C. Carter out of the ball game. 34 seconds. Don't allow him to pick up another foul.
Eric Ambrosic is at the line for the Rainbows. Ambrosic, 37 for 54 coming into this game, but misses the free throw there. Forney comes back. Brooks comes back for Fresno State.
Now it looks like Seth Sundberg is going to check in for Eric Ambrosic if he misses this shot or if he makes this shot. Real smart on Seth to get on the floor with 34 seconds and not pick up a foul. It's real critical.
35-33, Ambrosic needs this free throw. That doesn't go. Long rebound, comes back out. And it's taken out of the air by Brooks. Brooks stepped in front of Ambrosic. Dominic Young will bring it back. And you see the clock ticking down, the game clock. The shot clock has been turned off as Heron has it just over the timeline against Alika Smith.
Well, guarantee it's going to be Heron trying to take the ball. If he can't get all the way to the basket, he's going to try and kick out for someone else. But it's going to be Heron.
Heron penetrates, deals it up, doesn't go. Went in, came back out again. The ball hit to the side, time running down. And they will have a hell ball call. It will go to the Rainbow. 1.6 left in the first half. And the Rainbows down 35-33.
And Fresno really benefited because Smith was in the cylinder, no offensive interference call.
Here's Curry from midcourt at the end of the first half. Rainbows played much of the first half playing catch-up. They did catch Fresno State, and they came back to tie the game at 26 with 5 minutes and 33 seconds left, but Fresno State has the slight advantage at the break. Alika Smith being led from the court because of the cut over the eye. That may require some stitching.
And you want to see him get stitched up. Watch here, you see the hit. It's head to head. It's head to eye. And it's like a punch a fighter throws. You get cut above the eyebrow, it bleeds real fast. They need to stitch him up, get him back on the floor.
Maybe, but, you know, for all of the game face of Chris Heron, he did come over to ask how
are you okay?
was. Yeah, that was inadvertent.
Yeah, it was inadvertent. Now Aaron Curry's got to do the job, and he'll probably rise to the occasion defensively. He has got to.
47-41, Fresno State by 6. Heron loses the ball. Here comes Curry. Curry out in front to the hoop. Up and in.
Hey, Aaron Curry does the job early on, and now he's got to have his feet under him right there.
The continents of the Tarp. Not happy at the moment. 47-43. Rainbows back. 4-point deficit. Heron gets the ball into Forney. Forney against Robinson. Goes to muscle it up. Robinson got a part of it. Goes to Kroger. Kroger to Carter. Carter against Brooks. Pulls up to Robinson down the middle. Deals it up. Doesn't get it. Offensive foul on Robinson.
That was the correct call, Jim, but I like what the Rainbows did. It was a fast break under control. AC waited for Robinson. The trailer comes down. Brooks is standing there. Good call by the official.
Second foul on Robinson and the third team foul on the Rainbows here in the second half. 47-43, Fresno State. Fresno State with a mini run, 9-0 run early on in the game. Heron almost loses the ball, gets it back. Down the middle comes Rashawn Smith. Good deal up, reverse deal. 12 points for Rashawn Smith, 49-43. Fresno State leading, 13:59 left to play in the game. Robinson against Forney. Dishes into the corner to Kroger. Back to Robinson, left of the lane. Robinson to Sundberg from 12.
Good pass by Mike Robinson. Nice spacing by Seth Sundberg. The Rainbows, Jim, not panicking. They're executing very well offensively.
Sundberg hitting. That's his 8th. Heron on the wing. Looking inside for Rashawn Smith. Guarded by Sundberg. They get it to Smith. Smith maneuvering, goes to put it up. Foul is called on Sundberg. Sundberg got part of the ball.
They're going to call Mike Robinson instead of Sundberg.
Robinson?
I thought that was a great block. Let's watch this now. This up and under move. He goes up, pump fake, comes underneath. Robinson is there.
Ooh.
Oh, the backboard actually blocked the ball. There was no call that should have been made.
So they call it on Robinson. 4th team foul on the Rainbows here in the second half. So Macklin will come into the game. And Rashawn Smith will be at the line for Fresno State. 63% shooter, 33 for 49 coming into the game. Smith 12 points in this game.
And you go to the free throw line, you don't want to miss free throws. Coach Jerry Tark, I'm sure, is sitting over there going, my. We want the ball down low. You get fouled, get to the line, and knock down a free throw.
Second shot goes 50-45. 13 points now for Rashawn Smith. Kroger deals it just over midcourt to Carter. AC against Dominic Young. Dominic Young falls down. AC loses the ball. It goes out of bounds. AC had Young where he wanted him, on his posterior.
And Jim, that's just an unfortunate play because AC had him. Young was able to get back up quick, made AC rush, or Young was able to get up quick.
Fresno State with a 5-point lead. Much time left in this game. Here's Heron against Curry. Curry's really been able to shut him down lately. Smith lost control. I thought he went up and down. Shot up by Dominic Young, not good. Sundberg time for the rebound, comes off to Carter. Carter always looking up court, looking for the advantage.
You know, you're right about that play, Jim. That was a missed call also by the official.
AC with it out in front. Here's Robinson. He's open. His shot will be short. Long rebound comes off. Foul is called. They may call Curry.
I think it's on Sundberg pushing down low. Smith had good inside position.
Yeah, they called it on Sundberg. Second personal foul on Sundberg. 5th team foul on the Rainbows here in the second half.
Well, Hawaii still only down by 5 points, have played the Fresno State pretty even in the second half with the exception of that one run.
Turnover by Fresno State. Carter with it. Brooks coming over to cut him off. Three-pointer on the way. He zipped.
AC, the ultimate warrior.
23 for Carter. Heron trying to answer back. He does.
And Jim, Hawaii, the guards have got to do the job. Aaron Curry is doing the same thing Alika is doing. They're coming slow around that pick. You got to be on the guy's shoulder. 22
points now for Heron. He has played a wondrous game as far as shooting is concerned for Fresno State. Carter 1 against 3. Comes off to Young. Ahead to Macklin. Up and in. 3 points now in the game for Macklin. 55-48.
Very big possession for Hawaii right now. The crowd is into it. They must silence the crowd.
Curry won't drop. Kroger, muscle. That's in. Was not touched by Sundberg. Sundberg was up around the cylinder, but he did not touch the ball. 55-50. First 2 points of the game for Kroger. Young to Heron. Won't shoot there. Dishes back to Young in the corner. Long shot. Whoa, what a hit. 9 points for Dominic Young. And that was from the next zip code. (58-50). Rainbows have trailed by as many as 11. Carter trying to penetrate. Gets right of the lane, throws it up on the run, won't go. Ball comes off to Young. Here comes Fresno State again. Young cut off in the backcourt. Deals it to the middle, stolen by Sundberg. Carter trying to chase it down, catches up to it in the corner, feeds to Curry, to Sundberg, can't hold, foul call.
And AC Carter is tearing Aaron Curry, shoot the ball. AC is doing everything he can, sometimes maybe a little too much. Watch this play now, smart move by AC, fakes like he's gonna shoot a tray and then throws a nice pass. Curry's gotta complete that play right there.
Foul is on Dominic Young, that's his third personal. So Seth Sundberg will be at the line for the Rainbows. Alika Smith, back from his visit to the medical people, checks back on the floor. Alika wearing that butterfly bandage. Sundberg in the game, 8 points so far. He will be at the line.
Well, Hawaii needs Alika shooting right now. They need more offense than just AC Carter.
Sundberg misses. Alika wearing the scars of battle in tonight's game. Sundberg, yes. Sundberg with 9. Fresno State on an 8-3 run. They lead at 58-51. We will pause here. 10 minutes, 30 seconds left to play in the game. To reduce knocking and pinging, try new Chevron Supreme with the Techron additive. Chevron, simply smarter. 58-51, Fresno State. Fresno State led by 2 at halftime. Their biggest lead has been 11. They have gone on 2 runs here in the second half. A 9-0 run early in the second half and an 8-3 run just moments ago.
And there you see points in the paint. The Rainbows with 32-24 for Fresno State. I'd like to see Hawaii work the ball and get it down inside to Seth Sundberg. I think Seth can deliver if he gets the ball down low.
Rainbows with Kroger, Alika Smith, Sundberg, Carter, and Robinson. Carter pokes that ball away.
And the AC has played the game against the quickest guy on the floor in Dominic Young. So not only has he done a fine job offensively, but defensively, he's minimized the effectiveness of Dominic Young.
McCullough will throw the ball in for Fresno State. Young from far away.
And Young said, I heard you, Artie, and I'm going to show you he can't stop me from the tray range. Good double pick by Fresno State to free up Young. AC's got to do a better job of getting through that.
Kroger trying to save it, does into Carter, 61-51. They try the alley-oop, doesn't work. Kroger with the rebound. AC Carter against Young, puts it up from 15 on the angle, doesn't go. And here comes Dominic pushing the ball up the floor. Look at this shot. Won't go, off the heel of the rim. AC Carter with it. Carter looking up court. 3-on-2, 4-on-2 to Alika Smith.
Good break by the Rainbows, good pass, and hopefully we'll get Alika unleashed, I should say, and let him come down, knock down some key shots.
Alika Smith, 7 points in the game. Young, 4 for 10 and trays. Brooks puts it up, gets knocked down, puts it up, sitting down. It will not go. Ball hit to the side, and Young has it. Boy, that would have been the shot, huh? Young penetrates over Sundberg. Smallest man on the floor took the tallest man on the floor. And that does not bode well for the Rainbows. And Sundberg is being yanked.
Well, Seth picks up his 3rd foul right here. AC Carter lets him get by. Sundberg just barely touches him, gets called for the foul.
So Sundberg and Robinson will come out for Hawaii. Dominic Young will be at the free throw line trying to complete a 3-point play. (63-53). This will match Fresno State's biggest lead of the game. 11 points. Rainbows have some catching up to do. Kroger, quick pass into Ambrosic, and a foul will be called on Forney.
Jim, remember we talked about the matchup of Dominic Young and Alika Smith. Young thus far in the second half has really risen to the occasion, hit some real key shots, and it's been a real factor.
9:06 left. Ball is into Kroger, muscle good. Kroger from Alika Smith on the baseline. 64-55, 4 points now for Kroger.
Good adjustment by the Rainbows in their offensive execution. Went to something a little different out of that, just another option.
Forney gets it down low to Rashawn Smith, knocked away by Carter. Gets it back from Ambrosic. Carter going to the hoop over Brooks. And goaltending. Goaltending will be called on McCullough.
And that was a very sweet move by A.C. Carter. He blew by the Fresno State players. And watch the play now. Watch him come down now. This burst of speed right here goes up, stays up there a long time. McCullum called for the goaltend.
64-57. Rainbows down with 8:29 left to play. Brooks has it.
And the Rainbows are in the zone, Jim. They're back. They've changed their defense now back into a zone defense.
Shot is up and not good by Forney. Comes off to Ambrosic, ahead to Carter. Carter against Brooks. Carter dances away, won't take Brooks down to the hoop. Here's Alika Smith, goes by Heron, dishes off. Ambrosic has it, and then Carter will run it from the outside. Rainbows down by 7. Smith, tough shot. It goes.
Nice shot by Alika Smith, really squared up. Riley Wallace called for the play. They delivered. Great job by the Rainbows that time. Excellent shot by Alika Smith.
Rainbows starting to make a run of their own. Fresno State calls a timeout. 9 points for Alika Smith in the game. So this team, the character really has been tested tonight in the metal. They've been on the road a long, long time. And if you think it's tough playing on the road and you think it's tough playing in Selland Arena, they are experiencing that right now. But they are not rolling over. They're starting to make a run back, and they have shortened it up to a 5-point deficit.
Well, this is a team with a lot of character, Jim. I'm more and more impressed each and every day we spend time with this team. This team is a team with character, and they have not folded their tents and gone home. This team is saying, we're going to make it a ball game down the stretch. A few moments ago, you see Anthony Carter come down, throw the ball to Alika Smith for the easy lay-in, and that got the Rainbows off and running. A.C. Carter, if he's not scoring, he's delivering great passes. Important now for Hawaii in this zone to create problems for Fresno State, force them into a tough shot from the outside, and make sure they get the rebound.
Rainbows were down by as many as 11. And now they're down 64-59. McCullough playing on the inside along with Forney. Also into the game, Stanley for Fresno State. This is Heron against A.C. Carter. Stolen away almost by Alika Smith. Young puts it up at the buzzer. That's too late.
Yes. Great defense by Hawaii, Jim. Alika and A.C. Carter really forced the issue up front. Fresno didn't respond in offensive set.
7 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in this game, and the Rainbows still in the neighborhood. Let's take this break. Rainbows down 64-59 with 7 minutes and 15 seconds left to play in this game. Dominic Young, 12 points in the second half, and Heron, 6 points in the second half for Fresno State. In the second half, Hawaii 11 for 23, and Fresno State 11 for 22.
How even is this ball game, Jim? The Rainbows have 30 rebounds. Fresno State has 29.
So Anthony Carter will walk it up the floor. Carter, Smith, Kroger, Furlong, and Ambrosic. Furlong against Stanley. Rainbows trying to set their own tempo here. Carter with 23 points in the game. Check that, 25. Ambrosic to AC. Rainbow's very deliberate. Smith down the middle, double pump. It won't go, foul call.
Nice job by Alika, recognizing what the defense was giving him and took it all the way to the glass. Will get to the line for 2 free throws. Watch this now, Jim. He comes around. He sees that the defender gives him that open space. He takes it all the way to the glass, almost gets the ball to drop for him. But these are real critical free throws. Real important for him to knock both of these down.
McCullough called for the foul. 15 foul on Fresno State. Alika Smith, you see what he has done at the free throw line. And his average coming into the game, 16.4. Shot is up and in. Alika in double digits. He has 10 points. And 4 assists in the game. Rainbows have shortened the lead now to 4. Second shot is good. 3-point lead for Fresno State. The Rainbows have never been able to win on this floor. They are 0-4 lifetime. They trail by 3.
And they're in that zone, Jim. Let's see what adjustments Fresno State has made.
Young can't penetrate against Ambrosic. Forney out on top. Heron gets it back from Young. He can't penetrate. Rainbows have them all the way down, 35 seconds. Smith, his shot, not good. Smith trying to take the ball away off the back of the neck of Furlong, and they call Furlong for the foul.
Wow. I guess the official had a little better view of this play than I did, because I thought the foul was against Fresno State coming over the top. Oh, I think it's Danny Furlong grabbing the arm.
Good call. Furlong grabbing the arm, and Rashawn Smith will be at the line. The Rainbows in that zone. They've taken Fresno State all the way down to 0 on the clock once. So Rashawn will be at the line. 13 points, and he's now 1 for 3 from the free throw line following the miss.
Good.
Furlong with the rebound.
I was going to say a strong rebound by Danny Furlong also. Something to be said about the Rainbow Warriors, Jim. They have answered the challenge each and every time. They could have quit and gone home. Instead, they're still battling.
Kroger into Ambrosic, deals it up, left-handed, it won't go. Put back by Furlong, won't go. Foul call.
Good job by Danny Furlong, giving Seth Sundberg a spell, and Danny has been big in this ball game and very, very strong. Watch it this time. Eric Ambrosic goes up for the shot. Good pass down low. Now Ambrosic with the left-handed shot. It goes off the iron, but watch Danny. This is strong here. Pump fake, goes up, gets fouled.
16 foul on Fresno. Foul is on Smith. That's his first. So Furlong is at the line. Trying to cut into the lead. That doesn't go. Furlong, 54% shooter for the Rainbows. At the free throw line. Second shot, good. 64-62. Rainbows back within a pair. First point of the game for Furlong. And the time, you see it there, 5:50.
Plenty of time, and people in red in this arena aren't real comfortable, Jim. There's a little anxiety in this arena right now.
Rainbow zone making Fresno State think. Tentative in their offense now. McCullough won't take the shot. Back out to Young. He will. That won't go. Ambrosic with the rebound. Rainbows really have sealed off the inside. Lead pass to Carter. Carter into the lane, goes to the hoop, and he's fouled by Macklin. All of a sudden, the ball appears above the rim.
Hey, AC almost made that play. My, what a shot that was. Watch this now, Jim. He goes, splits the defender, feels the body contact here, and then has the ability to stay up there for a while, throw it with the left hand, almost kiss it off the glass.
2 points for Carter. He can tie the game. Won't go.
No, that's a little fatigue free throw right there. AC must go there, take that deep breath and relax. He's got a lot of adrenaline running.
Third personal foul on Macklin. Carter's second shot is good, and it's 64-63. AC Carter in this game with 26 points.
Well, Brooks is now in the ball game. He is another big outside shooter for Fresno State, so this zone has got to be aware of where Brooks is on the floor. They basically have 3 guys right now who can really shoot the ball from the outside.
Carter has improved in every game in this road trip. Had 11 against San Diego, had 21 against San Jose, has 26 against Fresno. Bounce pass to Heron. Heron's pass, tried to get it to Rashawn Smith. And in there was Furlong, but he couldn't hold. Ball goes out of bounds.
The Rainbows made a defensive switch, going back to the man-to-man. Critical, Jim, for Alika Smith to really be with Heron. He's got to get in his jersey.
Hawaii has scored 10 straight points. Young tries to end the stream. He does.
And just as critical for AC Carter to get through those picks. That's the second time on the inbounds play. AC has not gotten there.
18 points for Young. That was his third three-pointer of the game. 67-63. 4:47 left. Carter almost stolen away by Young. Carter fighting back, and they cover each other up. 20-second timeout has been called. There's some confusion here.
They're calling a 20-second timeout. There's no way they could call it. There was no control of the basketball. Jim, how can you put your hand on the ball and get a 20-second timeout? That's a very, very difficult call.
4:40 left, 67-63. And Dominic Young, along with A.C. Carter, they are battling for the ball. Now they've made it a full timeout, and we'll take this break.
A moment ago, we were talking about a controversial play. Watch Dominic Young come over, get the ball. There's some separation. He gets a timeout call there, and the officials give it to him right away before A.C. Carter comes over to tie it up.
Correct some statistics here. Dominic Young, instead of three three-pointers, he has 5 for the game and 4 in the second half.
And none bigger than the 2 from inbounds plays where the Rainbows didn't get there, particularly A.C. Carter didn't get to Young.
Dominic Young, 18 points, had 24 last year. Kroger to Carter. Carter mistimed the dribble, blows the layup. Ball comes off to Fresno State. Brooks with it. Ahead it goes to Young. To Heron. Heron walked. His shot goes. 25 points for Heron.
And what a big swing that was. The Rainbows missed the lay-in, didn't get the rebound, and then got knocked down by a Trey.
70-63, 3:48 left. Rainbows have got to respond. The floater on the baseline by A.C. Carter. So Carter hits, and Carter now with 28. His highest of the season is 30.
And you can't say enough about the effort of the Rainbows, Jim. Win or lose this ball game, they've proven an awful lot about their heart and their character. They are battling Fresno State, and this is not an easy place to play and not an easy place to win.
That ball is blocked by Ambrosic. Furlong tried to chase it down on the baseline, couldn't get to it. 3:14 left in the game.
Well, Hawaii must understand now they've got to play great defense for 11 seconds. And especially if they go to a man-to-man defense, because Fresno State sets that double pick to try Dominic Young, try and free him up. They've got to stay with him. They are in a man.
2 top teams in the Pacific Division. Rainbow 6-1, and Fresno State 5-2. Heron all alone is Brooks. He does not get it to drop. The tip in goes Forney. Forney puts it in. 4 points for Forney. Alika Smith down the middle. Alika Smith gets fouled, and he staggers off the court.
Rainbows, big mistake on that last zone. Didn't close down and get the rebound. Danny Furlong, Eric Ambrosic, Michael Kroger, the 3 big guys for the Rainbows must crash the boards.
Forney with 4 personal fouls. And Alika Smith will be at the line for the Rainbows. Alika hits 72-66, 12 points now for Alika Smith.
And you ask yourself, do the Rainbows have one more big run in them with 2:55 to go?
Second shot goes. 72-67. Rainbows stay close, but the time becoming a factor now.
Well, confident free throws by Alika Smith.
Smith with 13 for the game. Young, who has hurt the Rainbows again. This is Heron. Won't take the shot over Alika Smith. Brooks deals it on the outside. Heron trying to penetrate. Deals it underneath, loses it, gets it back. The muscle doesn't go. Foul is called.
Rainbows got what they wanted, a tough pass. The Rainbows almost had the ball. It came through Alika Smith's hand, and Heron gets bailed out once again.
8th team foul on the Rainbows, and Heron will go to the line without the clock ticking. 3 personal fouls on Alika Smith. Heron, yes. 26 points for Heron. 73-67, 2:31 left. Heron trying for his 27th point. And he doesn't get this. Tip up, not good. Kroger leaps for the rebound. And AC again up court. to Alika Smith. Goes deep on the baseline. Double pump back out to Carter. Three-pointer on the way. That's short. Herron with the rebound. Rainbows needed that tray. They didn't get it. And the time continues to tick away.
Big possession right here for Rainbows. They've got to come out, put a little pressure on. And if you're Fresno State, you milk this clock. You take your time.
Rainbows need a good defensive stance here. 13 seconds on the shot clock. 10 on the shot clock. Young on the outside. Young can't penetrate to Carter. This is Herron. He throws it up. Doesn't get it. Long rebound comes off to Young. He stumbles and they tie each other up again.
Dominic Young is upset. I'm not real sure what he's upset about. I know that players were going to the floor. Alternating possession. It goes to Fresno State. He's probably upset because Danny Furlong went with a body shot on him.
Little linebacker move by Danny.
Yeah. Rainbow's got to get out of that zone probably now and get into a man defense.
They went to the hell ball. It was a hell ball. It went to the arrow, and the discussion here whether the arrow was changed or not from the last time. Perhaps. And they're going to have to reset the clock. 1 minute and 41 seconds left. 73-67. And if they reset the clock, fresh 35
yes.
for Fresno State.
Yes, that's correct. It is a fresh 35.
Forney will play the ball in. Rainbows need to play defense, need to steal here. Rainbows among the conference leaders in steals. This is Herron running around, wasting time. As far as the Rainbows are concerned, using time as far as Fresno State is concerned. Rainbows cannot give up points here. Not at this point of the game and trailing 73-67. Herron goes by Smith, gets into the lane, loses the ball, gets it back. Fall away is good. 28 points for Herron, and that may have been the killer. Rainbows call a timeout. Career high, 28 points. He has tied his career high. Speaking of Chris Herron, we'll watch this again.
Well, Chris Herron gets the ball, they lose the ball. Realize now there's a guy in white that's in the lane that's been in there for quite some time. No 3-second call that time.
Big sky or something.
So Herron hits it. He has 28 tonight against the Rainbows. His previous season high, 28 against St. Mary's. And that was on the road. So it is 75-67. The Rainbows down by 8 with 1:03 left. And the Bows have got to pull out a miracle here.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Micah Kroger. Alika Smith, 4-3. Not good. Foul call.
I think it's on Fournier, and if it is, I think it's his 5th foul.
That's his 5th. You're right. Fournier is gone.
Now the Rainbows must huddle up, and this is what they've got to think about. Eric Ambrosia gets 2 shots here, 2 free throws. Then the Rainbows want to come out and put pressure on in the backcourt, make sure that they don't allow Fresno State to throw the ball down the floor and get an easy lay-in.
McCullough comes into the game now for Fresno State. Fournier leaves with 4 points and 5 rebounds.
And the question is, did Coach Riley Wallace tell his team to foul immediately or try and get a steal and try and play defense for a few seconds before you commit the foul?
52.4 left. Ambrosic, yes. 75-68. 5 points for Eric Ambrosic.
Yes.
The quiet one.
And they're talking about who the foul, probably Darnell McCullum. I heard Coach Jeff Law say get 44. Rainbows are in full court pressure.
75-69. They get it into Young. Almost loses it in the corner against Carter. to McCullough. Stolen away by Carter. He's everywhere. Carter to Smith. Smith angles down the middle, puts it up off the glass, no good. Ambrosic can't hold. Put up by Kroger, not good. And the ball is taken out by McCullough. Carter complaining about something, being held back by the official. I think he thought that McCullough, in wrenching that ball away, was a little too muscular.
Well, Alika Smith was trying to get the foul. They didn't call against Smith.
Yeah, right there with the elbow. Carter didn't like it.
No, he didn't. And the Rainbows, as Warriors, must stand tall. I like what they've done. They've played extremely hard tonight, Jim. Nope.
So McCullough will be at the line, and he's shooting a one-on-one bonus.
And no call against Alika Smith on the drive. Smith did a nice job of contesting the shot, and the referees didn't feel there was enough contact to make a call.
Shot is good. 76-69. 3 points in the game now for McCullough. 32 seconds exactly left to play at the Selland Arena. McCullough's second shot goes. 2 huge free throws for Fresno State. Carter to Alika Smith. Tough shot. Oh, he drains it. Alika Smith fall away from three-point land. And it goes. 16 points for Alika Smith, 77-72. And Fresno State calls a timeout. 26.4 seconds left to play in the game. 77-72. Fresno State leads. McCullough will inbound for the Bulldogs. Rainbows trying to position themselves defensively to get it in to Dominic Young. He is fouled immediately by Carter. So Young will go to the line. Young is a very good free throw shooter. He has an 80% rating coming into the game tonight.
And Jim, this has been the game that I expected it to be. I didn't expect to have the Rainbows come in here and get blown out. They have competed extremely well, down by 5 with 24.2 seconds to go.
Young misses the free throw.
And Young thus far this season is 20 out of 28 for the season in the last 3 minutes. That's a big miss for him.
Second shot goes. 78-72. Rainbows down, and the time ticking away against them. Rainbows need a big shot here. Here's Alika Smith around the perimeter. He stops. He pops. It won't drop. Leaping rebounds underneath by McCullough. He's fouled by Furlong. 11.6 left.
Tough miss by Alika Smith, but he got a good look at it. Give the Rainbows credit, Jim. They battled real tough. This is a hostile place to play basketball, man. I'll tell you from a player's point of view, this is a tough arena to come into and play, and the Rainbows have battled Fresno State extremely well tonight.
So McCullough on the line, 78-72. 2 for 2 at the line tonight, 3 for 3. 11.6 seconds left. McCullough's second shot, that goes 80-72. Here comes Carter, final seconds of the game. His shot doesn't go. That's an air ball. Foul will go, no foul. Ball will go out of bounds.
Hawaii will get one more opportunity to shoot the basket, 3.6 seconds. They will lose this ball game, but they will gain a lot of respect from the people here at Fresno.
And Fresno's got to come to Honolulu. Furlong misses the final shot. Kroger, no, he takes the final shot. Where's the buzzer?
Clock didn't run. Hey,
the clock did not run.
Let it go.
Clock did not run.
Hey, let it count. Start it over again.
I think they'll say the game is over.
Count the basket, game over. Watch.
That's a huge, either it was a malfunction or the battery ran out or something.
Count the basket, game over. No, Hawaii shot it quicker than I can imagine, than anyone can.
Fresno State will win it. It's a question of how much. This game not ending with the usual buzzer.
And they say Fresno State, Hawaii gets baskets without the clock moving. Hey, I like that. First time I've ever seen that in my entire life.
I can't even understand that ruling. Can't understand it. Referees want to talk to each other, and I don't blame them.
Oh, no, they took 1.3 seconds off.
So it's 2.3 now.
There you go. Now, hey, that makes sense. If they keep the shot clock like this, Hawaii still has a good shot at winning this ball game, getting back into it.
Yeah, if it doesn't run.
Yeah, I mean, if you go 0.4 seconds for every shot, there's still life here.
McCullough inbounds to Dominic Young. Young will let it run out. Fresno State defeats the Rainbows 80-74. Tonight's GTE Hawaiian Tel players who went beyond the call. A.C. Carter from the University of Hawaii. A.C. Carter with a tremendous game. And Chris Herron from Fresno State, the transfer from Boston College. He contributed mightily in the Fresno State victory. GTE Hawaiian Tel pleased to contribute to the General Scholarship Fund of the University of Hawaii. GTE Hawaiian Tel beyond the call. Coming up next, Rainbow Baseball. The Bows close out their 3-game series against the California Golden Bears. Again, the final score tonight, 80-74, Fresno State over Hawaii. Until next time, thanks for watching, everybody. For Artie Wilson, this is Jim Leahy. This has been another live sports presentation of K5, the home team. As always, Malama Pono.